Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this mindset call. We're technically going to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship and mindset put together, because obviously that is very important within our business and in, life overall, because the little things that we're going to mention to you guys, actually, you can actually implement into your everyday life. And we have a lot of amazing information that we're going to share with you guys. So we want to get started right away. That way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the, comment the chat box. Or if you're rewatching this, of course, reach out to us. But there's a lot of notes. And if you guys want the slides, just also let us know. That way we can share it with you guys. So I'm just going to start sharing my screen. Just let me know if you guys can see it. And make sure you guys are muting yourselves as you come in. Can you guys all see my screen? All right. So we're going to start. So partners, why is it important to attract our partners? It all starts with you and the way you carry yourself and your business. Are you showing up as an entrepreneur? Yes or no? Always remember to ask yourself that question, because even though we are showing up every day, do you really show up as a business owner, as an entrepreneur? Yes, we may showcase every day, whatever we're doing throughout our day, but are you opening up your business within our social media platform? So are you consistent? We always know that everybody's always told to be very, very consistent, but ask yourself every single day and night. What I personally like to do is I actually kind of have like a little checklist. In the morning, I look it over, and then at night I look it over again to make sure I was consistent with whatever I wanted to personally do for that day. So just that way, I actually personally run other businesses myself with my husband. So I'm busy all the time. So sometimes I tend to forget to be consistent with a certain thing that I want to do. So guys, I am that like very old school person that likes to write notes all the time and check legit things off my checklist. So if you have to just help yourself do things like that, do it, guys. There's nothing wrong, but make sure you are consistent. Ask yourself that every morning and every night. Did you do what you wanted to do? If not, today's a new day. Guess what? Work for it towards a better day, and then be consistent for that day. Leave yesterday in the past and start fresh new morning. So now another thing that's very important. Does your vibe attract your tribe? We all know that that's very, we hear that throughout the entire time, whatever call we're on, but we always have to focus on that. Sorry guys, just mute yourselves as soon as you guys come in. So I lost my train of thought. So you are what you attract. The more you grow, the better tribe you'll have and attract. Obviously, guys, we all know that our community is honestly incredible. It's impeccable. It's the best community that we could possibly have, because I personally never had a community like what we have now through this business. So obviously you always want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are obviously like-minded and push you to be better. Obviously, with you being a business owner and being your own boss, you want to attract people just like you. Whether you are a stay-at-home mom, you want to attract stay-at-home moms because you can relate to them and you can connect with them. For me, for example, in my situation, I actually have a few businesses where I used to work in corporate and now I'm running multiple businesses. So I kind of want to attract people that are maybe in that kind of same mindset of, hey, I work in corporate, but I kind of want to become a business owner and I want to eventually have multiple businesses. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm trying to attract on my social media. So always remember, try to attract what you want to be in your team, no matter what situation you are. That is a very key factor in finding your literally like amazing market partner. And I know sometimes it's a little hard for us to, kind of, niche down to a specific area where you want to attract somebody. But guys, just be yourselves. And that's the beauty of the business that we're in. We can simply be ourselves and attract people by being ourselves and just being, consistent, like I said in the previous slide, and just being open and just being yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But of course, you always want to, attract people that either are like-minded, they're hardworking, because obviously nobody wants any lazy workers here or anybody that you're going to have to drag to get things done. So always remember, how you show up is what you're going to attract. So if you're being lazy, guys, you're going to just attract lazy people. If you're being hardworking and consistent, you're going to attract hard workers, determined people, and people that want to work and do better. So always remember that. And I'm actually going to leave you guys with this quote here. It says, you can gauge the limitations of a person's life by the size of the problems that get him or her down. You can measure the impact a person's life has by the size of the problems he or she solves. Honestly, that is amazing. Jeff Olson, that is a quote from him. And honestly, guys, it is amazing. So if you didn't take a picture of it, take it, because guys, that motivates you every single day. So I'm going to go into the next slide. So guys, this is super, super important. Obviously, many of you, or majority of you, started off with, your 9 to 5, or having your jobs, or still working your job and working this on the side as like your extra source of income. But there is something that differentiates an employee from an entrepreneur. And this is super, super important, because sometimes we can have the entrepreneur mindset, but we kind of like dwindle down and then start thinking again like an employee. And it's okay, because sometimes, guys, we've always been taught to be an employee. We've never really have been taught our entire life to be an entrepreneur. So it's absolutely normal and it's okay. So what differentiates both employee and an entrepreneur? So I'm going to go through employee mindset first. Work equals something to get away from. Obviously, guys, when we're at work or we're working for somebody else, we don't really want to be there. We're just doing it because responsibilities are there and we have to do whatever we have to do just so we can pay our bills and just go in, do our work, and leave. That's the way an employee thinks. Now, an entrepreneur thinks work equals something to be excited about. This opportunity and this business gives you that energy to want more, to be excited. Guys, how many of you right now are super excited for Monations? Drop it in the chat right now, because I know I am. And obviously, there's so much exciting things that happen at Monation. So of course, that's something that's that's going to drive you to be excited, to always look forward to something new and something exciting, of course. But obviously, an employee just wants to get away from work and not think about work. Once you leave that 9 to 5, you clocked out. That's it. I'm going home. I don't want to think about work at all. Here, as an entrepreneur, we're always thinking about what's new. I know a lot of us saw the post on Instagram that's been posting of the little new black box that we're all like, what is in that box? I need to know what's in that box, because I need to know now. Obviously, we know that's super exciting, but guys, obviously, we're still thinking about it all night long. I know I am, because I'm like, I need to know what's in there. But that's the difference just between work. Now, effort for an employee mindset equals something to do for a short period of time. Obviously, if you have a project at work, you're just going to focus for that time, and that's it. You're not going to think about it. Just when you're sitting at work, you're going to think about it at that moment, and that's it. Now, as an entrepreneur, effort equals something you do all the time. For example, obviously, we may fit this into our crazy schedules, but we're always trying to give in the effort as much as we can, no matter how we can better ourselves to better our business. Now, support equals for an employee something they deserve. Now, entrepreneurs, support equals something they create. Obviously, with our community, that's a perfect example. We create that momentum, that support to help each other literally helping each other one by one, or helping each other as a team. Now, when you work at at a job or be an employee, yes, you can, help somebody out, but you're asking for that support that they deserve because you're a hard worker. So that's the difference between support there. Now, income as an employee is something that, something to be received immediately despite results. Of course, you're going and you're putting in your time, you're clocking in, you're doing this. Obviously, you're expecting to receive that income. Now, as an entrepreneur, it's something to be earned later on. We're willing to put in the work now. And even though we may not see results at the moment, you're planting the seed, and in the future, you're going to see those results, and you're going to actually realize that, right now I may not be doing the best thing or gaining as much as I can, but guess what? Later on in life, or later on, and maybe in a few weeks or in a week or in a few days, you'll see those results. So that's the difference between the income, and that's the beauty of what we can do. Because, for example, when I started this business, I was working 2 jobs, and I started with 2 jobs. I had a small business, and then I added this on the side. So of course I was like, I know if I work now for this business, it's going to flourish into something beautiful, because I know what it's capable of doing. Obviously, I was not expecting results right away, but when I first saw that first paycheck, I was like, damn, this is awesome. This is amazing. I should have started this a long time ago. But that is the difference, guys. Always remember that, Yes, we can see results at the moment, but if you don't see it, it's absolutely okay. It's normal because you guys are planting the seeds to gain that income later on and see, the fruits that you've planted throughout those seeds. Now, employees stay in their comfort zone. They do stuff to kind of be safe. They don't try to get out of that comfort zone. They just stick to the schedule and live for the weekends. Now, an entrepreneur, we know we love taking risks. We're
okay?
that we can fail.
We okay, Nanay?
Hold on. All right, now it's muted. As an entrepreneur, we take risk. We're aware that we can fail, but we don't let that failure or that fear stop us from continuing on with our business. You learn to discipline yourself, especially through all the personal development that we have gained through this business. We learn how to discipline yourself and kind of focus on to do things at a specific time, at a specific day. And we obviously use weekends to get them closer to our goals. Free time is pretty much it equals to being able to crush that side hustle, whether it's a high side hustle or you're doing this full time. And obviously an employee lives for the weekend because they're like, hey, I don't have to worry about work. I'm gonna go enjoy myself and I'm not gonna think about the problem that I had. I'm gonna leave that at 5 p.m. on a Friday and I'll come back to it on Monday. For us, any free time we have as an entrepreneur, we're taking that energy and that time to fuel our business, no matter what it is. So we're going to actually also go into 10 characteristics of an entrepreneur. Guys, feel free to take notes, screenshot it, take pictures, and write it down. If not, let us know. But the first one I'm going to go into is positive mental attitude. You will never be a successful entrepreneur without a positive attitude because you are certain to experience difficult times. I'm going to read that again because that's super important. You will never be a successful entrepreneur without a positive attitude because you are certain to experience difficult times. Now, the question to consider is, are you confident you can build a successful business even when things go badly? Guys, we can relaunch our business, which is honestly the most amazing thing about our business as well. We can relaunch as many, many times as we want to. And that's honestly something from, somebody that owns another business that had to put in the time, put in a lot of money. I cannot just relaunch my other business. I cannot because there's so much at stake already. With this business, we can relaunch no matter how many times we want. And that is a beauty that we can rebuild that successful business. Whether we started a year ago, a few days ago, a few months ago, if you see that, you're lacking in something or something did not work this time around in your specific business, just relaunch, start over, even though you're already been in the business, just start over, start fresh, and give yourself that momentum to just try something different. So even if things go bad, just remember to have that, that mindset, just keep going, that energy to, fuel your why, because always go back to your why, no matter how confident or not confident you are. Let that why drive you and fuel you to become confident. Guys, just step out of your comfort zone. The one thing that you're terrified to do is the one thing you must do in your business to actually succeed. So remember that. Do the thing that scares you. If you guys are terrified to go live on social media, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, wherever it is, go live, guys. As much as you hate it and you don't want to sweat your armpits off and start shaking because you're super nervous and your voice starts cracking, guys, it's okay. Do it scared because you'll see the best results when you do things scared. No matter how scary it is, guys, I promise you, I was the most shy person in the world. I would not talk to strangers. I would not raise my hand in college or in school. I was always in the corner. I was a type of person that I would not talk when it was like group projects. I'd be like, no, I'd rather do all the work for you guys. I'm not talking. But here I am doing something that, terrified me and it still gets me nervous, but I still do it because I know it gives me the confidence to continue to be successful. So remember that. I'm going to pass it on to Naomi now so she can continue on with the characteristics.
Thank you, Paula. So the next one is going to be enjoy being around people and problem solving. Being a successful entrepreneur means you will interact with a lot of different people, personalities such as customers, potential customers, business partners, competitors, etc. And the key question to consider is, do you genuinely enjoy being around other people? Are you ready to solve problems in your business? So being in our network marketing business, sometimes being an introvert can be like you hate talking to other people, because I'm that one person. Like, I'm such an introvert, but you don't have to be like a extrovert to talk to people, because extroverts are more outgoing. They talk to people. They're the life of the party. Introverts are more shy and kind of, like Paula said, like, you don't want to be doing these presentations, but you have to figure out what works for you. Like, if you prefer to talk to people on social media, that's the best thing about social media, that you can talk to people without actually seeing them in person. Do that. Be around the people that like how you are, like the people that you enjoy to be around with. Look for moms, or look for people in college, whatever it is that you're doing it, whatever it is that you're in right now. Look for those people, be yourself. And we're in the business of problem solving, so you have to be able to enjoy what you're doing, be able to speak to people and solve their problems, because that's what we're here for, is to solve everyone's problems, whether it's with products or through the business. So the next one is excellent communication skills. Great communication is important because you need to learn how to exchange information with others. The ability to learn and truly understand where another person is coming from, especially if you want to be a successful leader or mentor. The key questions to consider is, do you feel comfortable giving feedback to others? Do people generally consider you to be a good listener? So a leader with a good communication skills is someone that is going to work good with others, someone that's going to be able to listen to other people's ideas, give ideas back. You want to be a good listener, and listen to them, relate to them, give advice, and don't try to control like the situation. Like, you want to be that leader, you want to lead them to success, you want to be able to help them and not take control of the situation and tell them what to do, because a good leader doesn't boss people around. You have to be able to listen, like I said, listen and give advice, and be there for them, and also be someone that you can give ideas to other people, not always taking ideas from other people too. So be a good listener, communicate with other people, and don't always feel like you have to be in control and be, the boss of the situation. So, strong desire to achieve. Successful entrepreneurs are achievement oriented. Sorry, I need to put this a little bit bigger if I can't see. They value accomplishments in achieving difficult goals. Is it a strong motivator for most business owners? Do you feel frequently set goals for yourself? Do you typically achieve your goals despite barriers or setbacks? So, you have to remember, we have to set goals. If you don't have goals, like, where are you going to go? Like, you have no idea where you're going to be doing every single day. Like Paula said in the beginning, like, write what you did, like that night, like tonight. Maybe write down what you did today. If you didn't do that, if you didn't get to the task you wanted to get to today, write that goal for tomorrow. Even, it doesn't have to be your daily goals. It can be a goal that is for the future. But write down your goals, because if you don't have goals, you have no road to get to nowhere. Like, you have like a dead end road. Like, you have to set those goals so you know where you're going. And stay close to the fire. Like, be around those people that also want to get to where you want to get. If you want to get to connect with someone that that is working very hard and wants to achieve that goal too. Connect with them, talk to them, work together, and hold each other accountable, because if you have accountability partner, it's easier to get to your goals, be able to accomplish them. And usually people that are driven, like, that want to achieve their goals, they're driven by passion. They believe in, in the products, in the business. They have more of a purpose than just the money. So you have to make sure that you are like have more of a passion than that. Like you have a passion for helping people, whether it's, telling them about the products, helping them with their skin or hair care goals, or helping them get to, financial freedom, whatever it is. Make sure you have that passion. Without that, you can't achieve your goals too. And resourcefulness. So most entrepreneurs have limited resources such as money, information, and time. Successful entrepreneurs figure out how to get the most out of the resources. Are you generally able to accomplish your goals even with limited time and resources? Are you effective at figuring out ways to overcome problems and difficulties? So for this, I feel like, if you're not resourceful, it can make a difference in your business. Either you can succeed or you can fail. So make sure you use those resources that you have, whether it's training, like even the time, like what time in the day. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. What are you doing with your time when you are working the business? Are you just, doing like 10 minutes here and there, or really not getting nowhere, or you're spending an hour on social media just scrolling and really doing no work at all? You have to, put that in consideration. Like, what is time that you're putting into your business? And make sure that you're actually using that 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever time that you have in the day, and put it towards your business. Don't be scrolling and just looking at TikTok or whatever. Actually put that time, your scroll time, into actual work time, and not just like not have the actual, like, I don't know what I was trying to say, but just don't waste your time. That's what I was trying to say. Don't waste your time scrolling, and use that time to actually work when you're on social media. Yeah, be productive all the time. That's what I was trying to say. So emotions. It is not easy to be neutral about your business because you are passionate about making it successful. Being neutral when making business decisions is important to succeed. Key questions to consider. Are you good at considering all facts and making objective and unbiased decisions? Are you willing to listen to other perspectives and opinions? So this one is like a good one I want to give an example. So don't be judgmental. I know that we're in network marketing, and sometimes that we can feel, if we like reach out to somebody, they're like, oh, I don't like network marketing. No, I don't like MLMs. Like, don't go into like attack mode. Like, pull back, show, say, okay, I understand, this isn't for you, and find out what is it that is making them feel that way. Don't try to attack somebody if they say they don't like what you're doing, or they don't like the products because it's an MLM. Find out what it is, why they don't like it, and don't judge the person, because it can be something like a reason why. Maybe they were in it before and they just didn't work out for them, and now they feel like they're all bad. Educate them. And yeah, so make sure you just educate them. Don't be judgmental, and make sure that you are like make sure that you are like being considerate about their feelings, and talk to them and ask questions. Commitment. Being a successful business requires absolute commitment. It takes a lot of work, and there's times when you become discouraged. There are times that you must have faith and be committed to your vision. So ask yourself these questions. Once you start something, do you always see it through to completion? Do you always follow through your commitments? So commitment, I feel like it's very powerful mindset. It's, dedication, it's resilience, it's having like that burn inside of you, like you want this so bad that you'll do anything you want, like you'll do anything to keep your promises and see it through. Like you want to make sure that you're staying committed to your goals. Whatever your goals are, stay committed to them. Work for it and just don't give up. You don't want to, put all this time just because you're bored or whatever. But if you're taking this business very seriously, and it doesn't have to be just in business, but it can be in anything. Even if you're, trying to be better, like a healthier person, stay committed. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take practice. You're going to have to do like do trainings or just with your mindset, anything, whatever you have to do to be successful, just keep on going and just don't give up at all. So just keep going. Dependable. There is a strong positive relationship between your perceived level of reliability and the success of your business. Your team, customers, and potential suspect you to be dependable and will evaluate you on the exact to which you do what you will say you'll do. Key questions to consider. Do you do what you say you're going to do it all the time? Do you keep the promises you make to others? So this builds trust. So you have to be dependable. It builds trust with your potentials or your business partners, with anyone or people that you're talking to. And if you're going to tell them you're going to do something, whether it is, following up with them or either helping them, whatever it is, make sure you follow through with that. Don't say you're going to do something and then not do it, because who wants to, be around someone that, they're going to be telling you they're going to do something and then they're like went MIA for like a few days and they come back. You want to show up every single day, whether it's on social media or whatever it is, your platform. Show up, show them that you're here for the long run, because then they're going to start seeing, okay, this person, they're really serious at what they're doing. And, I'm going to start trusting them. Yeah, remember your vibe attracts your tribe. So show up, build that trust with others, and just don't say you're going to do something and not do it. Follow through. And I don't know, anything else you want to add to this, Paula?
No, I think you hit that one literally straight to the point. But just like, Naomi said, and like I said earlier in the call, always make sure to show up as who you want to literally become and who you want to attract to your team. If you're not showing up, then how are you going to try to, get you that dream market partner that's going to build their business right away from the first day that they start? So always remember that. Always focus on, what am I doing today? What did I not do the day before? That way you can do it the next day or that day. And always remember, kind of, guys, if you get lost, use the little notes that I told you guys. Even if you have to use sticky notes or just any kind of note anywhere in your notebook or anywhere, even if you have a whiteboard, if you have to cross it out, then cross it out, guys. There's nothing wrong with writing things that you have to do, because I still do it. But always remember, if you say you're going to do one thing, do it. And then obviously, guys, people are watching us. You never know who you're going to attract or who you're actually, teaching something, or you're actually kind of, building that curiosity, because a lot of people have actually reached out to us. We said that, I think, in one of the calls, in one of our power hours. Somebody on the team now said that they were looking at us, a few of the leaders from the dream team, they were watching our stories, they were watching what we were posting, and that motivated for them to say yes. So you don't know who's going to be driven to say, you know what, this is my time to start the business. So If you say you're showing up, show up every day. If if you miss one day, guys, things happen, but don't dwell on the day before. Just move on from it and start fresh. Like I said, if you have to rebuild your business, absolutely, it's fine. But if you're showing up and you're doing the things that you say you're going to do, I promise you guys, you're going to see results in the long run. So remember that. I'm going to go into number 9, proactive and not reactive. Successful entrepreneurs anticipate problems in advance and deal with them before they occur. What does that mean, guys? We, in the business that we are, we kind of already have, ideas of what people are going to say to us, or the fears that we have of people telling us no. So how can you better yourselves and prepare yourself in a way that you can actually answer that question before they even say no? You're prepared for, that no, or them saying, oh, I just don't have the money. Let's say if you're talking about a VIP or a market partner, for example. That way you already know how to respond to them when it comes to certain things. So in a way, you're already expecting the worst without really expecting it, because you're already prepared and you know exactly how to help them not say that no, or say, listen, I can help you with this sale. Let's say, for example, the flash sale that we got going on. If they say, you build up the whole bundle for them and you send them the cart and they're like, right now is not, I cannot do it. Well, guess what? You guys are going to actually go into why they need those products, educate them as much as you can for them to change around. And instead of saying no, say, you know what? I really understand. I appreciate you for actually teaching me and explaining to me why I need these products. Let's do it. I'm going to do it. So always remember, anticipate the problem in advance, so that way you already know how to answer them and deal with it. If you react to problems and issues as they arise, you may get overwhelmed. And that's fine, guys. It's absolutely normal. Obviously, we've all done it, whether if you're new in the business, if you're new here, guys, it's absolutely normal. That's why we're here to help you. You have your mentors, you have your sidelines in order to help you, so that way you don't react and freak out and not know what to do. That's what we're here for. But it's absolutely normal. So it's okay to react, but try to avoid reacting in that moment. Have a moment. Don't like just start vomiting all over them. Just kind of take a moment back, listen, like pay attention to what they're saying, as much as it can frustrate you guys. Because to this day, I'm going to be honest with you, it does frustrate me at times. And I'm like, why can't I just get them to understand what I'm saying? But it's absolutely fine. Just always remember that if we're here to educate people, no matter whether it's a market partner or a VIP, that's what we are here to do, to help them understand why either one, they need the products in their life, because obviously we all are obsessed with them and we actually know they work. But even if it's a market partner, we actually have to educate them and show them why they need this business, or why they need to say yes to something that they're missing, that they don't see it in themselves at that moment. So the key question to consider: are you typically, oh my God, I can't even talk anymore. Are you typically able to anticipate potential problems and deal with them before they occur? Yes or no? Are you effective at creating new plans? Yes or no? And then you guys kind of just dissect that question as you go little by little. And then that way it can actually show you, okay, maybe I do need to work a little bit on how to problem solve. Maybe that's what I'm lacking a little bit in, my conversations with potential VIPs or potential market partners. Maybe I'm not dissecting what's their pain point that we need to get to. So remember that and take a picture of that, guys, and answer that. You don't have to answer it right now. Take a moment later on or tomorrow and answer that question for you to, in order for you guys to kind of grow a little bit more and understand maybe what is something that you need to tweak a little bit in order to get the success that you're looking for. And the last characteristic, guys, number 10, skills and knowledge. Every business requires unique skills and knowledge. You have to be good at what you do for your business to succeed. We all know this, guys. This is why we have these trainings for all of you. Guys, even though I've been personally in the business for 2.5 years, I still get on trainings, no matter what kind of training it is, because you never know what you're going to learn new from that call. I get on opportunity calls because even though, yes, I'm in the business, I learn how to actually tell my story better in order to be able to host my own opportunity calls. I get on these training calls because we learn something new every time, whether it's something maybe you are aware of. These training calls actually kind of dissect into a little bit more, and you kind of can grab grasp different information from each call. So always, guys, this is why we emphasize on the team chats, please get on the trainings, because guys, yes, we love to do them, but we're here to help you learn and grow your business, because without trainings, how are you supposed to be, like, how are you going to grasp that information if you're not taking the time to kind of do it yourself? We're here to help you, and that's why we're having these calls for you guys, just to be able to, kind of give you the skills and knowledge that you guys need in order for you guys to implement it into your own businesses. Because obviously we're here showcasing you guys what you can duplicate in order to have the success that either we've had, or you guys can have even more success than we are. But without you guys getting on these calls, you're not going to be able to learn something new. So always remember, do you take the time to sharpen or learn any skills you need to succeed in your business? Whether it's calls, or if you have to actually read books, guys, the personal development books are really good for this. Obviously, that is why we recommend them. We know we have a lot of them. In most of the calls, the power hours, we're always talking about podcasts, any personal development books. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them down. If you guys want us to give you any examples or recommendations, or ask them in the chats. And do you love learning for your business, or you see it as a not necessary? Guys, our back office, number one, is key. Everything is on there. Between product knowledge, just business knowledge, everything in our back office should be our best friends when it comes to our business. And one thing I want to emphasize, guys, when it comes to being, your own business owner, yes, you have your mentors, but we cannot rely on our mentors 24/7. We have to put in the time and the work for us to learn ourselves. Before you ask your mentor a question, or before you send your mentor a skin quiz or a hair quiz, any of that, try to answer it yourself, guys. In our back office, Monet actually made an amazing chart for us, where it literally specifies the type of hair, the type of skin type, and all of that, and it highlights each product that is specifically for that hair type and skin type. Super easy to read, super easy to access. It's literally in our resource library. Super important. But guys, try to answer the quiz on yourself, by yourself, and if not, ask a sideline. But guys, what I recommend doing is answer the quiz, so search it up, research it under your back office, and then ask your mentor. Don't ask for help. Just say, hey, so-and-so, hey, Naomi, this is, I got this hair quiz. This is what I think I should recommend. Do you agree with what my recommendations are? That way you're actually getting to learn as you go, because maybe, guys, guess what? Maybe you are learning through the back office and you're showing your mentor that you're doing the work for yourself. But not only that, you're going to get better every time, and then you're going to answer these quizzes in a heartbeat, and it's going to be super fast, and you're going to feel super confident. Now, if you obviously miss a product, or maybe there was a better product that you could have recommended, your mentor will actually help you. But at least you're showcasing that you're actually taking the time to learn your business and learn the products in order for you to be successful. Literally, yes, Naomi just mentioned an amazing book. It says Get Over Your Damn Self. If you haven't read that, that's the number one book everybody's should have read from the very beginning. But guys, it's okay to reread it. Like I said, you can restart, you rebuild your business, just restart with all the books. There's nothing wrong with that. But guys, just remember that every single time, our business is very important for us to learn on our own. Yes, we have an amazing, community where everybody wants to help each other, and we are willing to do everything to help you guys. But if you're not learning yourself and you're not taking, initiative to do that, then you're going to be literally stuck, and you're never going to be able to learn and grow. So I think that is literally it. Naomi, did I miss anything? Do you want to add anything about that slide?
No, everything you said is right on. Yeah, like you said, may take the time to learn. First, there's always, what is the steps? Is like, check your back office, and there's another step before you go to your mentors. Always, show that you're trying to do the work on your own, because your mentors, your leaders can't be there holding your hand every step of the way. You have to be independent, and don't be dependent on everyone else.
And then another thing, besides the back office, guys, if you have not downloaded boards yet, Guys, boards is literally another best friend of ours because it's literally a keyboard on your phone that you can have any information regarding if it's a conversation, if you're trying to talk to a potential VIP, a potential market partner, or you have to send a quick opportunity call. Everything is on that keyboard instead of you going into your notes or trying to go back into your back office, trying to find the answers. Guys, boards, if you don't know how to use boards, let us know in the chats. That way we can help you guys understand or learn how to add it onto your phone or how you can add your own template on boards so that way you have access to that. But guys, just be very resourceful when it comes to your business, because if you're not, like we said, if you're not doing the work, this business is not going to grow. You have to physically do the work. Just like I explained the difference between employee and entrepreneur. Employees are lazy. They just do what they have to do and that's it. An actual entrepreneur has to work 24/7 in order for their business to succeed. So I think that is it. Thank you everyone for logging on. I hope you guys got a lot of notes. If you guys need the slides, feel free to let us know in the chat. I will share it with you guys as well. But thank you all for joining. Have a great night. And guys, it's end of month. We have a lot to do, guys. We have Vegas still on the line. Monations is coming up. So guys, get ready because September is going to be a huge month. So I hope you guys are super energized to finish the month strong because we still have a few days and a lot can happen. So I hope we can all qualify for Vegas by the end of the month. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. Bye, Naomi. Thank you.